Will it? But let me check the old Twitch whilst I'm here. Hold on a second. Sounds good to me. So, stream issues. I had some like weird connectivity happen on yesterday's stream where I was playing Ape Escape. I spent most, like, literally like 8 hours plus today trying to resolve any sorts of issues. I still don't think it's really that fixed. From what I can see, like, it's still not quite the stream quality that I want it to be, but I had to like reduce the bit rate and lots of stuff just to like get it like functional again. Really long, boring, tedious technical story of, I mentioned I'm getting a new PC and that'll come like at the end of next week. There's some problem. Well, thankfully, as soon as I ordered the PC, it kind of felt like this one started to break down. And I mean that in sense of even like the motherboard, the Ethernet stuff. There was some Windows, like forced Windows update, and it kind of like destroyed my upload speed. That's really challenging stuff to fix. But so the stream will be a little bit crunchy for today and Saturday and Monday and next Wednesday. But that's just the best I can do right now until I can like get the new PC. I'll come up with some magical fix, but we'll see how it goes. It's probably going to be blurry in different places, which is going to piss me off. It pissed me off yesterday, and that's why I ended stream. But we'll just have to carry on. If it's really bad, I might skip Saturday, but we'll see. If you remember from the last stream, we beat Disc 2. I came across the optional super boss, ran away, and then we did a whole bunch of other stuff where we finally got rid of all the necklaces and all the jewelry we were carrying around, and we gave it to these statues, and it closed like this fountain waterfall, and now we could walk in here. And we discovered it's basically a murder hole. It's like a guillotine where they're being like beheading. As you can see, there's lots of blood. And so I actually got here at the end of last stream, and then we backpedaled because it was time to go to bed. And I forgot, I was having so much fun, I forgot what time it was. But we're here now, so we go straight into a cinematic. Let's go. There's countless blood stains splattered everywhere. So Koudelka she's a medium, so she can see, you know, the ghosts of the past. And apparently we've just been knocked out.
What a beautiful sunset. Bring our boat, boys. Quickly. Steady. And shallow waters. Now, slowly. Lower the anchor. Don't be unreasonable. We can't handle that many passengers. The sky is getting dark. The draft. We're sinking.
I wish you had subtitles. We don't. It is PlayStation 1.
It's burning! No! It's not working! No! Hey! Hey! Where are you going?
Hey, Miko.
Where are you going? Hey, you! Well,
Hope you're well.
we're sinking! Wait! My boat! My boat!
You've come for a drowning scene. My, sir, you're rather dashing. Thank you.
Are you awake? These ruffians. You harlot. Strumpet. Have you no shame? Oh, if only Elaine had been saved, we wouldn't be in this mess.
Elaine?
Yes, she was merciful. She was benevolent.
You're welcome to steal my shirt.
She believed me, and she was fond of my paintings.
Your paintings. The sun.
It wasn't my fault. All of a sudden, there was a cold ship out of nowhere. It was dark. What could we do? It sank so fast. I was faultless. Elaine. Poor Elaine. If only I'd stayed with her. Hey, you! You! Hey, how's that? Just a lamp? You won't make you just a lamp?
You're crazy.
Shut up!
Oh, is that the...
Let's stop this now. It's time to stop.
What was the old lady and the man?
Okay. It's over. I'm sorry. My husband, a long time ago, he was the captain of a big pleasure boat. It was a gorgeous boat. He was so proud of it. But then there was the accident. So many people died. Everyone blamed my husband. It was so difficult for him. He started drinking heavily. Silly, isn't it? No matter how much you drink, you can't forget such a tragedy. But he met Elaine. She believed he was innocent. She helped him carry on.
This Elaine, she's dead?
Yes. Why is it that good people seem to die so early? What a waste. While Elaine's husband Patrick was traveling, a robber broke into their house. My husband has always said, if only I had been there for her. We should stop this conversation now. My husband is waiting. He
She's
can be
she's
very
herself.
patient, you know?
Jeez. Wow. Quite literally kicking the stream off with a bang. Sorry, that was not a tasteful pun, was it? There's something about Bessie's body that bothers you. Oh, I get a... It's not a shotgun, is it? The rifle RD. Pick it up, yes. You see something blue shining in Bessie's bosom. You see the blue key. Oh my god, I could not remember where to use the blue key. So... God, there's so many plot points. Elaine has Elaine... God, I'm forgetting all of this stuff. The old man and the woman here were caretakers of this whole monastery, right? Hang on, I just wanna... Can I check the old man's body? If he's still... No. Okay, but there's no going back. Got it. So... Have they been responsible for all the murders? It seems like it is, since he was gonna, like, chop my head off. You see dried bloodstains. Ooh, you can see, like, maggots. The up close. Nasty. Oh, and this is the original door from... Okay, so now we'll be able to go through here. You found rifle rounds. I wonder how long it is until I meet up with my crew again. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to get it open.
Over here!
Where are you?
I'm over here!
Oh, thank God. I was so worried. Are you okay? Are you hurt?
No. I'm okay. How about you?
I almost got creamed by that monster. Luckily, I went down the side hallway. Walls caved in. We can't get back to the sanctuary. I figured if you'd escaped from the garden, you'd be here. Thank God I took the underpass.
It's no use. This door won't open.
Damn it! Is there another way out? Aren't you underneath the arbor?
There is. There is another door across from the cathedral.
The cathedral, that's right. There's got to be another way out. A secret passage or something.
Secret passage.
Okay, let's split up. Koudelka, start from that door. We'll go along the wall. Find a place to regroup. Clear?
Got it.
Koudelka,
Yeah?
don't get killed.
Same to you.
Oh, I love Koudelka. The voice acting is so cool. There's actually a fair amount of it. That's why I run disc 3 of 4, I guess. But it's actually like really in depth. It gives a lot of life to a game like this. You agreed to meet Edward and James in the library. I can tell I'm streaming. My my diction is improved when I stream. You found a bottle of blood. Pick it up, sure. But normally when I'm like, oh, let's go to the library. That's my normal voice. I would not have picked up the... Oh, I think we poured a bottle of blood on some kind of... Do you remember that painting at the top of like some wall somewhere? I believe that's where it goes. Underground corridor. So... let's save. Oh, hey Army, welcome back. Hopefully the stream quality is much improved from last stream. If not as crisp as it was previous. Something's not right. Oh yeah, with these occult symbols on the floor, it never is. I'm already raving to the music. Oh my god. Well, we'll see how this goes. If it doesn't take magical damage, I'm screwed. Might have to like do some running around as well. It's like it's about to like play rugby with me. 870 for flair. That might not be strong enough. Oh, I missed the head popper and YouTube looking at the video and then turning it red for not monetized. Yeah, you just missed the cinematic where the old man gets shot in the head and then the wife shoots herself in the head. So we'll see. I'm actually not monetized on YouTube as is. Okay, Geyser isn't that effective either. It takes a lot to get monetized on YouTube. It's really surprising. On Twitch, I am monetized, though I don't like it. I turn off basically all of the ads on Twitch, just because I think it makes an awful viewing experience otherwise. Let's try Tornado. He was playing Batman Arkham Challenge maps and got slightly mad. That's pretty funny. Do you have to like a specific rank, like an S rank, or is it like something slightly different in those games? This looks like a bug crossed with like a human. It's so weird. He's doing literally no damage to me. That's pretty good considering I might be just round about appropriately leveled for this disc. I've never played any of the Batman Arkham games. They've always looked really fun though. Oh, and he's immune to ground. Got it. He almost looks like Sin from Final Fantasy X. With like that tongue and all that. You get medals for doing specific things, and you need nearly all metals on all maps before characters for the platinum. It takes ages. Yeah, that's why I'm not a big completionist in terms of games. Are you someone who does like completion runs then? I've never quite had the patience. The closest I've come is the original Octopath Traveler, and I only have like 2 or 3 achievements left, and they're the speedrun ones, which I just haven't given the dedicated time to. Mostly because I'm not that interested in speedrunning. I'm interested in speedrunning strats, but to make a game, to be like one of my all-favorite games in a speedrun manner, I don't know. The only game I have 100% completion on was Counter-Strike. You somehow had the patience for Dark Souls 1 and 3, damn. You're made of strong stuff. That's a lot of patience. I take it you didn't have the patience for Dark Souls 2 then. I've heard many comments on Dark Souls 2. and how it's kind of the black sheep, and that people aren't like that fond of it. My favorite FromSoft game, I do prefer Sekiro over Dark Souls. I think I've mentioned this like a few times before. I'm less interested in the exploration of those types of games. I prefer Boss Gauntlet, and I got that with Black Myth Wukong, and that's kind of why it ended up being my preferred kind of type of game. Oh, got the shotgun. I tossed all my ammo. It's shining with a sacred light, but it's been purified by holy water. Let's save. I'm gonna save in slot 3 because I need to get the necklace at some point, don't I? And I've got to be absolutely certain to not miss that. The joke is I despise Dark Souls 3. You haven't done it in Dark Souls 2 because after 1 and 3 you got sick of grinding items for covenants. That's totally understandable. Have you played Black Myth Wukong then and Sekiro? What's your take on those games since you've beaten the arguably like the inspiration for those games? Oh, got some Roman nuts. Yes. Oh, hang on. Hang on, what is this? You see the statue of a woman. The words, when the goddess bleeds, then she shall fall, are inscribed on it. Okay, we'll give it the blood. Oh. Is this the secret pass? Oh, okay, that's difficult to get into. You played neither? Yeah, it depends how exhausted you are from doing Dark Souls 1 and 3. I really like Sekiro because I like the combat. That was the Kanagi Usagi game I played where you just stole the combat. I think you might like Black Myth Wukong. I would recommend picking that up. It's probably going to be on like summer sale soon as well. It's a creature of some kind. It says soon. You will meet them soon. Gross. So these... Okay, I see this. No, they're just rather expensive and PC would probably not run them well. Yeah. Black Myth Wukong especially because it's Unreal Engine 5. You might have a better chance for Sekiro. That's not really that intensive. But yeah, Black Myth Wukong is... It made my room so hot every single... It would make my room baking inside of like the 5 minutes that I would play it. Underground corridor. Oh, look at this! It's a pre-rendered background that moves when I walk on it. It's janky, but it's cool. If you could make any game, because I know like you're slightly interested in game dev, kind of like me. Oh, I can't get any more pistol bullets. What kind of game would you actually want to make? Like if you were given the choice. For me, I'd love to do like a Fire Emblem Octopath Traveler mix. I think that'd be so cool. Where the heck am I? Let's check the map. Okay, so I should explore this. JRPG like Mario and Luigi games. I remember you saying that they're some of your favorites, right? Oh, what's this? You found Vigna's doll. Vigna's? Vigna's doll. You found St. Daniel's grave. Do you want to pray in front of St. Daniel's grave? Sure. You feel the presence of someone behind you, a presence you've felt before. I've never played any of the Mario and Luigi games. Same with the Paper Mario stuff. What is that? Oh, it's the skeleton.
Is near. The cacophonous sound of 7 bugles will consume the heavens, and all sinners will burn in the fiery wrath of the Lord. But no, I will not die. Death knows no boundaries. It is an integral part of each and every life. Death is ultimately an act of grace and love from the Lord. Oh, a blessing, is it not? Oh, Daniel Scotius Erigina, blameless soul. That man has not a heart to be found in his body. Though I do thank him for building the monastery here.
And you are?
Where are my manners? Hello, my name is Raja Bacon. I am a monk from the Franciscan order.
A monk? And
Roger
I thought
Bacon.
You were a mummy.
Yes, you are quite right in your assessment of me. Sun-dried kippers may be more pleasant to look at than my shriveled-up appearance. There was a time when I was hailed as the foremost warlock.
Hey, is he? Oh, he's a warlock.
Fashion seems to go in and out of fashion with the passage of time. Can't do much about that, can I?
You are a strange man. That's if you can be called a man.
I have given up being a man many hundreds of years ago. I am no longer a person, though I hesitate to answer questions regarding my existence because I have yet to figure out exactly what I am.
That's fine. It's not that I need to know anyway. But tell me, why were you sleeping in such a strange place?
I've never been able to awake in a good mood, and I just planned to rest for a while. What year is it anyway? Are we still on the Gregorian calendar?
Are you trying to fool me, or are you being serious?
Of course I'm being serious. The clock I own was too big for the coffin.
It's 1898.
Lord have mercy. I've been asleep for close to 100 years.
Well, I guess there are some things that still surprise you.
Watch
No worries.
out. When life begins to lack the element of surprise, that's when you are walking down the path to the Lord. Anyway,
Is he
as
sniffing
a
me?
token of my appreciation, I'm going to keep the metal gate unlocked for you. Go through the gate.
Why would you do this for me?
Well, it seems to me that your friends are running amok inside the monastery grounds. They're making so much noise. Would you mind telling them to keep it quiet?
You like the gameplay, although a lot of people won't because it's QTE-ish. Yeah, I've seen that. They might be fun to play. I've never played or beaten a Mario game, so. But yeah, hey Irisu, sorry, it was big cinematic time. Did you beat until then? Like, I had it on, and it kind of looked like the girl died, or something like that. But I was dealing with internet issues, so. So Roger Bacon is a real person that existed, is he? Let me Google Roger Bacon. Let's get some backstory. So he was born in 1219. He's known as Scholastic Accolade. As an English polymath, philosopher, scientist, theologian, and Franciscan friar. And he studied the nature through empiricism. Oh, so he's like a Catholic scientist. You finished that chapter, but it's not done yet. The game had you bawling. I was wrestling with my router, and I could hear you getting progressively more upset. Does the girl die then? Because that was the impression that I got, but then my internet cut out, so I didn't get to see what happened. Oh, I can just save on the... Okay, no. How do I not save? Okay. Oh, so he's opened this gate. Oh, okay, and then I can get back to my friends. Oh, I picked up some more Roman nuts. Well, gonna have to meet this Roman guy eventually. Got all these nuts. So I can go back to the cathedral and meet my friends. It feels like there's... I'll go and pick my friends up. Yeah, she did, but the story went back in time. Oh, it's like... Oh, I forget the name of that anime movie. The girl who went back in time? It's chilly on this cliff face. Yeah, the girl who went back in time. She goes back in time to save like a high school friend or something like that. God, I'm struggling to remember that movie. It's been years since I watched it. Oh, here's my friends. Boo!
Edward,
Thank goodness you're okay.
that's not completely the case. I have
Inuyasha,
some bad news
maybe?
for you.
Meow.
I saw the caretakers, both the husband and wife.
Really, where were
They're
they?
dead. Apparently they were the ones responsible for killing all the thieves and desperados that were sneaking into the monastery. And with good reason.
I don't know. I don't believe it.
You should know very well what has been going on. Ogden was trying to avenge the death of Elaine.
Death of Elaine? I don't believe it. This is preposterous. Who is Elaine?
I have no idea. All I know is Elaine's spirit called me to this place. Tell me, who is Elaine? And Patrick? The caretakers told me that robbers broke into Elaine's home while Patrick was away and murdered her. Elaine was a benefactor for the caretakers. They took it upon themselves to murder every single robber and desperado that entered their grounds. It was a form of revenge for them.
I see.
I'm originally from Ireland, you see. Although small, my family had a successful business and was soon able to send me to school, which I loved from a very early age.
Oh, I missed a fucking pendant. I am not missing that pendant. I will fucking reload the state.
My parents' assistance, I made my way across the ocean. I met Patrick at university. We were both studying chemistry and embarking upon similar paths. About that same
Should I reload the state? I can get back to where I am super
I
quick.
began competing for the love of a beautiful woman, Elaine. And we had a falling out. I loved Elaine with all my heart. Omnia Vincent Amor. But love does not conquer all. I soon discovered that I lacked the social status and inheritance money necessary to properly care for someone so
No, I
well
can't get
bred
to the
and
fountain.
sheltered as Elaine.
I'm reloading. Okay, you just stopped by to say hello. You have an early class later, so are you asleep? No worries. Have a good sleep and enjoy class. Sucks to be you. Okay, I've not missed. We can skip all the cinematics that I've already had. So I'm at the fountain. I found high potion. Where do I find this necklace? Okay, ultra. So I'm at the fountain. Where do I get this necklace then? Because there's nowhere else that I could particularly discover. Because I'm absolutely not missing this piece. I might have to like walk through. Because like grinding cat enemies does not sound appealing. Okay, so this is a fountain. There's stuff in here, there's just more healing stuff. Did you give all the statues to jewelry? Yes, I did. I can just check my inventory, that'd be quicker. So, oh no, not save. Not save. Is this my items button? Okay, so if I go in my items, tool, Roman nuts, dusk. Yeah, you can see like I've given all of the jewelry to the statues now. So that is done. And I've then like I've caressed this entire water fountain and not found anything. Yeah, because once when I gave all the statues the jewelry, that's what stopped the water flowing here, and that's what let me in. I have to deal with chat delay. Koudelka disc free. Pendant pickup location. Alright, so you can miss it at the fountain. It'll be at the fountain because it's the lip on the font. Where is the lip on the font? Like, what? That is like not useful advice. Okay, so it's gotta be the other side then. I can watch that old couple murder one another if we want. So found a pendant. There we go. Okay, I've got it. Just pick up the item. Yes. Oh, and that's why it was glowing. Okay, so I've got the pendant. Surely that would flag itself as no. Do I equip it? Oh, here it is. Examine. Pendant with strong mystic powers given to Koudelka when she was young by a gypsy. Okay, so I assume that I should equip that for Koudelka. Oh, equip. I was like, how do I equip this? So boost my mind and luck. I don't really need it equipped from the looks of it. As long as it's in my inventory, we'll just say that's good enough. Okay, pendant acquired. Good ending is now possible. Okay, and then I'll just like speed run. So now that that's done, that's like a big. We don't have to be concerned about anything else. Like that could potentially like completely mess up the playthrough. I will skip the cinematic because we've been through them once. Unless you really want to see the couple shoot themselves. Get banned twice. Okay, there's something on Bessie's body. So I get the blue key. I pick up the rifle. There's nothing else for me to do here. We climb down the ladders. We get the blood from this thing. Let me run around. And then we can listen to James's speech about how he loved Elaine properly then. Okay, what have we got? Now, a bottle of blood. Pick it up, yes. Disgusting. Okay, and this is where I find my buddies, and they're like, hey, let's regroup. load faster PlayStation 1. There is definitely a huge improvement for PlayStation 2 for sure, like the loading times. Even emulated, and I know I forgot I even did this. It won't take long. I have ascertained his weakness. I think I can just slap him with geyser repeatedly. With his pants, which is obviously just, it's meant to be like muscles and muscle tendons. With his pants, he looks like a beef eater. You know, like they have like the historical stripy pants. No, it didn't do that attack last time. What has been really impressive about the PlayStation 1 is that there have been a lot of, when I've had to like redo stuff, they've changed tactics a lot. Which is, honestly, I think it's really fun and interesting that they do that. Yeah, I can definitely tell the usual stream clarity isn't there for you guys. My bitrate look on Twitch is like all over the place. There's nothing I can do about it. At least it's not like a huge stream delay like it was last time. Geyser again. He can only take so many of them. And I'm so strong now with all my armor and HP. Imagine having 4 arms. Like, if you had 4 arms, would that make you twice as strong? A pretty cool looking monster, not gonna lie. Hey Sapphire. I said that as well. He does look pretty cool. I mean, like, all of the bosses in this have had unique and interesting designs. They have quite literally been unique designs. It's not just been a bigger version of like pre-existing monsters in the game. It's really cool attention to detail. How does the stream look for you? Is it much better than Ape Escape? I was having an okay time with Ape Escape, but because of the stream quality issue and not being able to like interact with chat in real time, it definitely made it like way less fun. And that's why I ended up deleting the VOD. Because the stream was like 15 minutes behind, it's like there's just no fixing that. He's got chicken legs, human-ish arms, like bull-like quads, a human chest, like the head of like a carnivorous plant. Ape Escape broke his stream. Yeah, those damn monkeys got on my internet. Yeah, there was some. So normally when I stream at 6,000 bitrate, which is just the recommended good bitrate stream quality. And my connection is strong enough to do that. But there was a Windows update that basically cut my upload speed in half. And it took me a really long time to try and fix it and come up with like the right fix. And even then I haven't fixed it, I've just made it like a little bit better. So I think I'm going to be stuck until my new PC comes at the end of next week, and then hopefully like that will like boost it up to what it was. Yeah, those damn monkeys. Not playing that game again. You can get that door open. Okay, cool. Because that's somewhere I didn't go last time. It was a little bit confusing as to whether like I missed out or not. Oh, and I'll pick up Roman's nuts. Hopefully we meet Roman and I can return them. Okay, and then I pour the blood on this naked lady. You see a statue of a woman, the words, "When the goddess bleed, then she shall fall," are inscribed on it. A scent of blood from the bottle enshrouds the statue. It begins to shake. Hopefully they don't break the new PC. Yeah, it's a cursed Windows update. And they know it's a problem. Because when I had to... The fix was to do another update, and they specifically like listed it as an issue, and I was like, oh great, thanks guys. Breaking my Intel motherboard. It's just as well the next one's AMD. It's a creature of some kind. It says, Daniel's arm, holy strength. Oh, it didn't say that. Maybe it's because I've got the pendant now. Daniel's arm. When I didn't have the pendant, it was like, you'll come back here or something like that. Don't know what Daniel's arm references, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. I'm nearly done exploring this whole, I was gonna say castle, monastery. So I know I'm on disc 3, just started disc 3, but I wonder how much more of the game, like, there actually is. It's way longer than I thought it would be. People are like, oh, the game's only so and so long. It feels way longer. Here we go, and I pick up Vinya's doll. And then we pray to the thing, we get Robert Bacon. Okay, and then we're effectively like back together. That's what she said. Here you go, hope you're well. There's one cutscene on disc 4 that's 10 minutes of maybe disc space, yeah. That's what I was feeling. That is a long cutscene for PlayStation 1. It's like when I beat Final Fantasy 7, I was like, whoa, there's like a 15-minute cutscene at like one point. It isn't a complaint, it's more just like, whoa. I would like to replay Final Fantasy 7 on stream at some point. Yes, let me save. So now we're about to get the backstory for James. You do know Disc 3 has one awfully annoying boss. That isn't the super boss. But I'm definitely going to fight the super boss when I get a chance. Cutscene in 10 minutes, that's a movie. Particularly for PlayStation 1. Alright, cutscene time.
Koudelka!
Edward,
Oh, thank goodness you're okay.
that's not completely the case. I have some bad news for you. I saw the caretakers.
Yeah, disc 3, yeah.
Both the husband and wife.
Really, where were
They're
they?
dead.
So that husband and wife
Apparently they
in the
were
kitchen
the ones
originally,
responsible for killing all the thieves and
they killed
desperados
each other at the start of
sneaking
disc
into the
3.
monastery. And with good reason.
I don't know. I don't believe it.
You should know very well what has been going on. Ogden was trying to avenge the death of Elaine.
Death of Elaine? I don't believe it. This is preposterous. Who is Elaine?
I have no idea. All I know is Elaine's spirit called me to this place.
What the hell? I'll explain after this.
Who is Elaine? And Patrick? The caretakers told me that robbers broke into Elaine's home while Patrick was away and murdered her. Elaine was a benefactor for the caretakers. They took it upon themselves to murder every single robber and desperado that entered their grounds. It was a form of revenge for them.
Yeah, Ghost Girl is still around as well. Which I assume is the daughter of some lady, I forget.
Although small, my family had a successful business and was soon able to send me to school, which I loved from a very early age. I was soon accepted to a prestigious university in England, and with my parents' assistance, I made my way across the ocean. I met Patrick at university. We were both studying chemistry and embarking upon similar paths. About that same time, I began competing for the love of a beautiful woman, Elaine, and we had a falling out. I loved Elaine with all my heart. Omnia Vincent Amor. But love does not conquer all. I soon discovered that I lacked the social status and inheritance money necessary to properly care for someone so well-bred and sheltered as Elaine. I gave up my suit and made way for Patrick. To ease my pain, I joined the church and left the secular world behind. And being the perfectionist I am, the Vatican made me a bishop in charge of some very important matters. But it's been so hard to distance myself from one's emotional attachments. Although I had not seen them for 20 years, I wish them all the best in their life together. And if it hadn't been for this, I wouldn't have thought twice about seeing Patrick again. That's right, Patrick. How can this be? He promised me he was going to take care of Elaine and make her happy. What could have happened?
Being a witness to the gory aftermath. I have a hard time believing the caretakers were acting on revenge alone. Believe me, it was an unimaginably heinous sight. And what about these monsters that keep appearing? No, there's a bigger secret we have yet to uncover. This is the key to Patrick's mansion. Shall we go?
Well, that's James's backstory at least. Well-bred, like cornbread. Nah. Highly schooled. Yes, we've got the Ghost Girl, so I'll recap the beginning of the stream. So we ended in that guillotine room last stream. I went down into the guillotine room and the old man hit me in the back of the head. And he was bound to chop my head off, and then his wife shoots him in the head and kills him. She then reveals, like, oh, we're the caretakers for Elaine. And this caretaker did all the paintings that we've seen across, like, the monastery. But while they were the caretakers and Patrick was away, robbers came in and murdered Elaine. So the old couple have then, since, like, feeling so guilty over it, they've murdered any trespassers since that time. But what Koudelka was just kind of inferring there was that, yeah, they wanted revenge, but the way that they're doing it is almost, like, slightly weird, as if there's, like, sacrifice involved or something like that. So I'm kind of thinking that this Patrick character was taking all of these kind of thieves and like doing sacrificial stuff with them to maybe, like, bring his wife Elaine back. Not 100% on that yet, but that kind of feels where we're going with this. So I now got the blue key. I either have to run all the way around to get to that blue door. Or I might just be able to... Can I just go through here and, like, take a left? Or maybe I have to go back out. I might have to go back out. Yeah, the story is still a little bit elusive yet. But we're getting there. So I'm hoping I can use the blue key at the end of this, like, church way. Oh no, I think it's just a crumpled door. Bollocks. And then I can't get out here either. Yep. Okay, we have to run in a big circle. That sucks. I should probably turn random encounters back on. So let me just turn that cheat off. If I just blow through combat, I'll turn it back on because we've been having a good story time. And I've got plenty of levels, it looks like. Okay. Let's confirm. Okay, so that's where I currently am. It feels like I need to go up the stairs. And maybe into the courtyard if I can get there. Is it this way? Is it? I don't think it is. The archives. Oh no, yeah, so this isn't it, this isn't it. Well, this weird plant is still here. I can feel a pulse coming from it, but... Okay, I think I know where I need to go now. This whole, like... I know it's a monastery, I was going to say, like, mansion. Thanks for the recap, no worries. Hopefully it made sense. Like, we've not got the full story yet, so... Yeah, this whole mansion, it reminds me of Haunting Grounds. Haunting Grounds is quite a scary game to play. Especially when you're being chased. Like, the game is about being chased. And you can't really fight back. But it's giving me, like, that vibes. I keep waiting to, like, be chased. I don't think it's gonna happen, though. Look at his little toe rings. I think his spear's gonna reach. Oh, it can do. Jeez Louise. Oh, nailed him in one hit. Oh, that's really up your alley. I did play through Haunting Grounds. So there is a playlist on my channel. It's an intense game. It's really good for the first third. And then it really starts to kind of, like, it goes in such wild directions by the end. It doesn't live up to itself, basically. It gets really wacky at the end. And frankly, like, annoying. You can see me saves going my way. Have you played Rule of Rose? I haven't, but it's on my game list. Oh no, it's different direction. Rule of Rose is that's the one with, like, the bullies, isn't it? And to, like, join the club you have to, like, kill a kid or, like, something like that. But yeah, that is on my list. Thanks for checking it out. You like being chased? Well, it depends who you're being chased by. At the very first one you're being chased by, it looks like Lenny from I was gonna say 2.5 men, but that's not it. You didn't get like getting one shot by the dude with the gun from across the map in Haunting Ground. Nope. Like the ending boss fight, this isn't spoilers. The ending boss fight of Haunting Ground was so frustrating because it was a one tap hit. But the gimmick in Haunting Ground is that when you reach a certain level of panic, you lose all control of your character. See, if you're holding forward, there's no guarantee you'll go forward. You might be in that general direction, but you'll be tripping and bouncing into walls. And this guy is chasing you. And there's also like one hit, like fireballs or some other stuff all at the same time. It tested my patience. Wait, the man on fire. Yeah, the man on fire. There was some interesting boss fights in it, for real though. Like, it's a game that's gonna stay with me, for sure. It's just that the story goes off in. I can't say the words because then it's just like big spoilers. But it does take really large narrative leaps. And I feel it blows everything it built up to. Which is really unfortunate because it starts off really strong and really, really bloody scary. It do a Fire Emblem Fates. I wouldn't mind doing an older Fire Emblem stream. That reminds me of Clock Tower. Yeah, so Haunting Ground is connected to Clock Tower. It's some kind of spin-off or something like that. Oh, hey Zephyr. Howdy horror gamers. Yeah, it's been a very horrific stream so far. I've only been going like an hour. There's been like multiple suicides. Just don't play Frackia. I assume I'm pronouncing that correctly. Frackia. What is that? Your internet is also deciding to be iffy today. Maybe something in England then, who knows? Because my upload speed has been not what it has been. You got Cat's Eye. I can see in the dark. I'm gonna blame Virgin Media. Oh, I also have Virgin Media. Unless you're blaming Virtual Machine, which I don't use. It's been bad ever since you got it and you didn't have a choice. I've had Virgin Media and it's been awesome. Like, it's literally been awesome. And we recently upgraded because it was somehow cheaper. Get this right. I was on the M250, which is 250 megabits. For that, it was like something like £50, and they were gonna bump it up to 75. But if I upgraded to M350, it was back to 45. Like, make that make sense. Why do I get a better service for less money? Who knows? Well, I say better service. My upload speed is like tanked right now, which is a pain for streaming. Yeah, it's time to push on a new contract. It sounds like, yeah. Gotta play some Dora the Explorer to reset. What was it? Super Noah's Ark as well. That's been suggested. Can I interact with this? I remember being able to touch this. Maybe it's the other one. Yeah, I've not... Oh? You see 4 marks lined up. Well, I discovered this clue to the puzzle 2 streams too late. Because I just didn't interact with this specific fucking wall. Jeez. I'm not mad. Yeah, internet issues are the worst because I don't know if it's actually my machine or if it's like Virgin Media being weird. Internet service providers are some of like the worst companies to deal with for sure. But at least we're not in America, where like the issue Americans have with broadband is wild. Because there are certain companies that just have entire ownership of entire states, and there is no alternative, which is just like complete ass. You just know mine isn't working today. Yep. Yeah, like it was working fine 2 streams ago, and then 3 streams ago I had a bit of an issue. Oh no, his spear broke. Nuts. Oh, his spear level went up. That's a symbol for a female devil? Is it the female sign with horns? It could be. Oh, he doesn't like Geyser. So, what spear can I give Edward now? Someone's leveled up, it looks like, because it's taking longer to load. Oh no. Maybe it's just disc free. Everything takes longer to load. So I want to give him a new spear. Evil Horn. Actually, let's just give him the Evil Horn and compare against that, because that's the oldest spear that I have. And it's kind of dog water compared. What is the Light Lance? His sword ability isn't that good. I'd like to keep him on spears if I can. Okay, this seems like his best spear for now, the Light Lance. A controversial opinion is America just a version of China that we can understand the language of. They get messed with so much. I get that we still have issues when playing them, but they are the pros. It is definitely interesting how wild their things can be for them in contrast. Oh, so I can't interact with this now. Let me just rub against the wall to make sure I don't miss the pixel. It had devilish horns. Yeah, it did look like it to me. It feels like I just have to keep going in this direction, but it's so weird that they're just backtracking me. That's why it feels wrong. Let me check my map. Because now we're like back in the underground. Might turn off random encounters again. since we're in Dora the Explorer mode. Got like a giant bat. And we learned from a previous stream, there are some bats that are literally that big, that are like almost human size. Like it's not fruit bats, I forget what they're actually called, but they're like ridiculously big. That was a stream where we were talking about favorite animals. Flying fox? Is that what it is? Is that the name of the bat? I know it's this huge giant black bat. It's kind of freaky looking. You'd think it come from a movie, because it looks like it doesn't belong on Earth. Oh no, he gets healed. Oh, fuck, I'm gonna have to change this spear, aren't I? Is it just you, or does the game not seem very linear? Like, you have to wonder so many times, where do I go next? Yeah, I think there's elements when the game is linear, and then there's times where it's like, okay, you gotta get stuff in the right order. Like, I've actually been quite lucky. I've picked up like a whole bunch of the key items without having to go back. I've had to go and find one item once. So it's not been that bad. Now it's kind of like, okay, now I get a bit confused. You rescued a bat from the ground today. A mouse. You nearly got run over. Wow. Good Samaritan. They're Zubats. In survival horror, you're meant to walk around. That's true. It's definitely very loose survival horror, because if you just grind enough, you definitely get enough, like items and stuff. Okay, and this absolutely won't open. Yeah. Yeah, and the JRPG elements as well, I suppose there are like... padding's the wrong word, but they set it so that you have enough encounters to level up in decent enough time. Take some acid from the tank, yes? Damn it. Well, so I need a container for acid at some point. Easy to be like this with survival horror until you realize you can farm armor from knights and the weapons and the headless enemies with knives in the chest. Yep. And because when I did like a bunch of speed run leveling up, that's also when I found like, oh right, yeah, you're actually not surviving that much because you can just like get lots of stuff. If you grind enough, it's survival horror for the monsters. Yeah, I've definitely made the monsters afraid of me. It feels like I am in the wrong direction. Been unlocked with the green key. Okay, guess not. Oh no, okay, I don't have the green key. I've now got the blue key. And I need to go and find a place to use the blue key. It should get me into Patrick's mansion? Oh, I should have save stated and then we could have warped our way back. Oh no, yeah, so we got pushed down here. And there was nowhere else for me to go. Okay. I'll deal with this by turning counters off and we'll sprint all the way back. I'm slightly confused as to where to go next. I'll run back, double check everything, and that should reveal the path. I've got the pendant for the good ending, so that's kind of like the main thing. Why are all these undead gaining health when I hit them with the light spear? Hey, you're not sure what point of the game you're at right now. So I'm on disc 3. I saw the couple kill one another. I met Roger at the gravestone. And then I met up with the crew again. And when the old lady killed herself and the old man, I got the blue key from her. And so from there, I'm supposed to get into Patrick's like house. Okay, so I've turned off encounters just so we can run it back. Yeah, because it felt like this was the direction of where there were places that I couldn't go, but I forgot all this had caved in and I can't go that way. So this requires the green key, which I don't possess. Maybe some funny mechanic, undead equals lights that get HP? It's weird. I vaguely remember this. Wasn't there a room with dolls in, or was that way back? You see, you play this yearly, but your memory is so good. Yes, I do have 2 dolls on me. I do remember this doll room, but getting there, that's the challenge. Yeah, I'm gonna change his light lance to... I can't give it the light spear. Vital lance, that'll do. Oh, the camera transitions can really make you like lose track. Okay, so is the doll room in here and on the right? This is the underground storage. There's a door here that doesn't look like a door. No, this isn't the doll room, this is the safe room. We've already done that puzzle. Well, getting our steps in. It's not a survival horror stream for me if I'm not getting like my steps in. The guiltiest one was that for me was definitely Silent Hill 2. That was where I first tried like these types of games, and I was not prepared for the challenge. It'd be good if I can get something to pick up the acid with, but I've not come across anything. So this is a linear path from now. There's no let me save state from the holy water font. Okay, storage room. What if I go back to the kitchen area? There might be like a blue key section there. My memory is saying something was there now. So if I go down to the kitchen, there's a door I couldn't open. Maybe I can get in there now. I imagine this game is very close to Resident Evil style. I know this is the like the forge area, but there's nothing. Yeah, I don't think that's worth going into. Well, I'll go in the couple's room, and if I run out of stuff, then oh, you found a badge. Wow, me just like constantly spamming X on all these objects really pays itself off. Picked up a brooch. Is that equipable? Oh yeah, fire brooch, I guess. I'll take the extra piety, sure, whatever. That didn't seem like a key item that I just picked up. It would have been like way more, hey, look at this, if it was. You haven't played Resident Evil, yeah, you know, but I think Resident Evil is more action-packed, like constant zombies or whatever chasing you. I've not played Resident Evil either. It's on my list at some point. Silent Hill 4 comes first, and then maybe like Resident Evil after that. Yeah, it feels like Resident Evil is a little bit goofier, a little bit more actiony, a little less serious as a whole. Oh, camera angle, you're dicking me over. Okay. The first Resident Evil is very labyrinthian. Is that the one with like the big central staircase? Am I getting that correct? Again, I've not played the game, so I'm very patchy. I can't go up this, I don't think, because it's just like blocked off. Oh no. Is that the first game? Or is that the second game? The second game is like the police station, right? Maybe? Herb garden. And then there's nothing here. Fuck, I'm lost. There's one other place for me to go yet. It depends, the games do take themselves seriously, but you got Resident Evil silly moments, like the zombie transformer dinosaur. Thanks, RE6. I'll have to play it and give my verdict. I think when I do the Resident Evil streams, they'll actually be like really quite popular. It seems very popular on Twitch, at least. Mansion is the first, PlayStation is the second, and the City is the third. And your personal favourite? What did you think of the remakes then? Because they were quite popular. 1, 2, and 3, right? You have to... What's your take on the Resident Evil movies? I think me and Igor have not really seen one. I think we've seen bits of Resident Evil films, and they were just like, meh. Okay, so this is the last location in my head for me to try. thinking the blue key. If I can get to the castle gates, that might be where I can use it. But the only way I got to the castle gates was when the super boss was on me. Oh. Okay, I thought the game froze. I was like, oh no. Maybe I'm on the right path? You've only ever beat the gargoyle once. Is that the super boss in this? Because I came across him and I had to run away at first. Oh no, I've already done all this. This is the wedding dress mummy. Okay. Yeah, yeah. And if I can work it till I fight him, I will give it a go. Yeah, and I put the rope ladder here. Oh, this map isn't helping a great deal. Okay, let's go down the rope ladder. Did you get the dolls? I have. Let's confirm. I got Valna's doll, I got Vinya's doll, and that's all I have. So I've got 2 dolls. You think that might be what's missing? Alright, we'll have to like check in a second. You watched the movies, maybe not all of them, not my favourite, still okay. You played 0 RE games though, that's true. You give those to the girls by the door. I've not seen any girls by doors yet. You've watched all the movies, Fever Dream and a half, those are. I've seen bits of them. Obviously I've seen the one where he throws the glasses in slow motion, like that's the biggest one, isn't it? Priest quarters. Oh, I have been in here. At first I was like, huh? Floors collapsed. Do you want to jump down? No. Boy likes playing with dolls. No. They're my least favourite thing, particularly in horror games. When you watch my, or when and if you watch my Haunting Grounds playthrough, you see there's a section with dolls, and it's just my least, I just hate it. Slow motion is in all the movies. Early, oh, pistol rounds, I don't need them. Pistol rounds, no. Oh, is this just a body blocking? I thought that's a door. Okay. What's that director who made 300 and the DC movies? I'm forgetting his name. I want to call him Zac Efron, but like, that's not right. Where are the girls with the dolls? Because I know I've got 2 dolls. It's a bit of a weird number for a game. Normally I want like 3, 4, 5. But I've not seen them since. I have seen 2 girls. Zack Snyder, there we go, thank you. Yeah, like 300 is like a dumb, turn your brain off, just enjoy it kind of film. And the story of like the 300 Spartans is like, oh yeah, there were 300 Spartans and 11,000 other troops. but you know, just enjoy the film. Zac Efron. He's a director too, I think. Maybe not a good one, but I never watched Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon. That's what it was. I had no real intention. Well, it's sci-fi and like Star Wars based, so I was interested. And then I watched the reviews, and I was like, "This is probably not going to be a good watch." Okay, this is the last place for me to go. It's based on a comic by an insane person slashing Frank Miller. Looks like there's nothing useful here. Bug. Oh, I'm completely lost. I mean, yeah. God, no, this running around is giving me cramp in my calf. Okay, I am seriously lost. Just as well I turned off random encounters. Okay, so I have 2 routes. There's 2 girls slumped by a door. You forget exactly how to get there, but that's the room you need. Can you give me like a general direction? Like, let's take a look at the map. So I'm on the 2nd floor, and this looks all clear. So here's the 1st floor, and you can see the blue check mark and the cardinal north, but I can't get there. Your slow brain gears are turning. Yeah, I'm asking you to carry the stream. And then this is the basement. And then lots of other floors I just haven't been to yet. You think it is... It might be close to where the acid is. Okay, I think that's basement. A shortcut is through this door. I'm like trying to like remember the map. I think it's this way. There's a game I played recently. It was pretty good. Oh yeah, Parasite Eve 2. That was pretty good at being like, hey, this is the place you should go. It was pretty good at doing that. It didn't always do it well, but you was lost when you first played this too. I'm not surprised. You know, a game like this, they're definitely making a couple, maybe couple thousand dollars on the Koudelka helpline, which you know I found in the manual. I think I have to go down. Yeah, so this is just a safe. Already mission accomplished. You actually own Parasite Eve 2. You meant to play more. I gave it a 4 out of 10. I think it's worth playing. A compliment towards PE2 nanny. It makes you because I gave it a 4 out of 10. It makes me seem like I hate Parasite Eve 2. In a way, I hate what Parasite Eve 2 did to the story of Parasite Eve 1. But then my mind has just split them apart as if they're different games from different stories. Oh, hey, Rookere. Welcome back. Maybe that was intended, guys. Let's make extra money by making it non-linear. It's an old game, so it's definitely true. I'd like to play Parasite Eve, but I came to the horrid realization it did not come to the UK officially. You need to import a copy. I had no idea it didn't come to England. That's unfortunate. You're gonna hate free story-wise. Honestly, because people have been saying, like, you're gonna hate Parasite Eve 3. It's made me vaguely more interested in playing it. And it does kind of look good on the screenshots that I've seen. I don't know, I think it would be fun for us to experience it. And then never speak of it again, maybe. It's just because you're disappointed. If you play PE2 on its own, you'd probably give it 6 or 7. Yeah. So there's another streamer, Solarina, on Twitch, and she plays a bunch of retro games. And she came to my Parasite Eve 2 stream because she loves it because she grew up with Parasite Eve 2. so she rates it much higher than I did. And I feel like more people play Parasite Eve 2 or Parasite Eve 1. You watched a spoilered explanation of Parasite Eve's free story and it felt insulting to the original media and you haven't even played the first game yet. Oh. Parasite Eve 1 was so special that I've sequestered it into its own universe, and anything attached to it, if it doesn't live up to it, it just exists. Kind of like what I do with Star Wars. Like, yeah, it's there. Doesn't mean I acknowledge it. I perceive it exists. But PE1 was rare, yeah. Kind of huge fact about PE3, but it's kind of a spoiler. You can hold on to it for now. We'll definitely get there. It might take a drink when the game does an ass-pull number kind of X game. Yeah, it's... I think I was mad at Parasite Eve 2 because I was so hyped on the first game and then they changed the gameplay, story elements. Meh. But like as a standalone, it's a fun action RPG. You know, like you got like it's important to admit that for Parasite Eve 2, even if it wasn't what I wanted it to be. I'll tell you when you do play it. It might be soon. I've got to do Silent Hill 4. Like I absolutely have to do that. That's going to be the next big one we do, and then I've beaten all of Silent Hill, because there's going to be a Silent Hill F sometime this year, maybe. I know that will be a break for me because I'll be playing like a new game, but Silent Hill's been important to my stream career, I guess. They can be seen only in the dark, hidden doors, hidden books. It's actually quite a short game. I'm actually not surprised at all. Even they didn't want to play it. Okay, I'm slowly working my way back to the acid. Yeah, the more we talk about PE3, the more interested I get just to see how much of a train wreck it is. And it might be funny if it does make me mad. Do you know what I mean? Savage. Yeah. Did it review? I imagine it reviewed really poorly as well. Okay, so I can get here now. Before it like blocked me out. So that's the old man and the lady there. Where are these little girls? That's not a sentence I've said. Can I get... It can't be... It's just locked from the other side. That's why we keep mentioning it. It makes me want to play it as like the next game. If it's super short, we might actually do it before Silent Hill. Just to like... Because Parasite Eve is still like super in my head and stuff. Of all the killings, Lady decided Koudelka was hot enough to kill her husband first. There's a gargoyle inside. Maybe if the three of you work together, you can defeat it. Okay, let's back up. Let's save and let's see if I can take this gargoyle on. We'll do something fun in this stream. It has a review score of 71%. That's not bad. That's like modern game dev. Okay, let's do this. I thought this would come later. I didn't know that I could just go back and fight this guy at any time. If he bodies me, we'll just reload. I have a feeling he's going to be weak to Cyclone? Let's destroy those great PE memories. So no one here has actually played Parasite Eve 3. Is that where we're at? Because it would be funny to play it if no one's actually done it themselves. Although from the reviews, it seems like most people didn't play the other two games and just played that one, which is fair. Okay, so maybe because I've got history, I might be a bit more negative. Just kidding, I still like the game, but anyway, let's focus on Koudelka. If you can speak to nearly no magic, I will find out. That's big damage. I'm gonna have to heal like every turn. Dude, you did. Oh, you did play it. Oh yeah, his magic defense is really high. Oh, Koudelka's poisoned. I might not make this actually. Kick me out of the stream when you play. It's not. How long is the game? Is it like 6 hours or something ridiculous like that? He's best casting it on Edward and Koudelka healing herself. Look at him just rotating in place, flexing. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna beat this. Where's the gargoyle killer sword when you need it? And yeah, I think this is a dead end. I'll prepare off stream and then we'll take him out next time. But I think the one place I can go is to the castle gates. Because I have a blue key. I'm assuming. So we're on Patrick's grounds now. So I need to find a. I think just need to find a door here. Gotta go be like a certain VTuber, just spin to win. He hit really hard. I'm even gonna need like a lot of intelligence points and magic defense. Didn't know very precisely. He played like 7-8 years ago. Remember, it was short. It might be like 4 hours. Like there was a time period of where games were like 4 hours, and you know the Angry Joe meme. 4 hours. Like there's a game called like Mind Jack, and like you know the kind of AA type stuff. The main gate of the monastery is locked and opened. Nuts. Look, I was hoping this might have like led me to Patrick's mansion. This is the challenge with these games, that sometimes you can just end up running in circles. Now that I have the pendant, can I interact with this? It's a PSP game, so short play. Was the idea, not you. Do you want to take Sakanoff? Oh, try. Oh. You can't take Sakanoff from the statue. It appears to be held in place by something. Okay. Getting the pendant wasn't the solution. No. I should probably like open a walkthrough, but unless it has like a map, that's gonna be really challenging. People who played it say it's 5 to 10 hours depending on the player's skill. I have high skill. It's whether the gameplay suits my playstyle. Like Parasite Eve 2 didn't, for example. Okay, let me just check this left-hand side. Is there anything here? There's a grate. And nothing I can interact with, so... This has got to come in handy later. Like, this wouldn't exist for no reason, surely. And then I can't go... Nah, okay. Back through the slaughterhouse. I am tempted to play Final Fantasy 0, the one with the cards. That's always interested me. And that was PSP originally too. You jump into bodies, that's good for you. See, like, you take over their mitochondria, I guess. We'll have to see. It sounds stupid. I mean, like, so the whole mitochondria thing is, it's stupid, but also, like, feasible. Like, it's very derpy in its own way, but it's fun. But when you take that going forward into what is essentially psychic power by jumping into bodies, then it is a stretch too far. We'll just have to give it a go. Okay, time to go and find the acid room. I'll find the acid room, and then we'll just have to look at a walkthrough, which sucks, but I've been running in circles for like close to an hour. Not as bad as Silent Hill 2. I spent 3 hours in Silent Hill 2 stuck in the apartments, and the footage still exists. That's why I love it. It's sci-fi, but not impossible. Yeah, like, what's cool about Parasite Eve is that everything in the first game relatively has, like, scientific, biological backing. Like, it makes biological sense, and that's kind of why it's scary. And I believe that's why the movie and the book did so well, too. But I believe the author, he knew nothing about the first game, and then he, like, really liked it. And then he disowned the second game, I believe, and then the third one is when they lose the license altogether, right? And that's why it's called, like, Parasite, the Third Birthday, or something like that. I believe the movie did, like, pretty decently. I've heard the book is mixed, but I haven't read it, so... Fuck, I'm really lost. My mental map of this whole area is skewed. What is the acid room? Is that B1? The movie did well. It was a romance movie, to be honest, plus tiny horror elements, was it? I assumed it would be all about, you know, the parasites. Mitochondria. Like, really gross horror stuff. I think for the budget it did well. Whatever that, you know, means. Okay, no, so I just came through here. And not gonna lie, you never use the map in this game because you're a silly sausage. It's not me. The map is almost detrimental to my progress at this point, so I wouldn't be concerned. And you actually go like a really long, like, you don't get the map until like towards the end of disc 2 either. So like they keep it from you for a long time. Imagine what this would be like if I didn't turn off random encounters. I'd be like level 50. That being said, you had played dungeon crawlers with no maps. Now that is brutal. Oh, not really. You watched it like 2 months ago and you expected so much horror. Is it worth watching then, or is it like mixed? I can't imagine playing a dungeon crawler with no maps. Even, like, I'd just get a piece of paper and end up drawing one out myself. I imagine that's how people did it back in, like, the MS-DOS days, you know, Windows 95 with the older... The original, what was it, Dungeons & Dragon games. Okay, I think I'm somewhat near the acid place again. Wow, this has been a very productive playthrough. Yeah, and then I can just keep going down the stairs. Shining in the Darkness has no maps. That was the one you played. They expected you to draw maps. Then there was some maps that deliberately had tiles that turned you around. Yeah. I've played a little bit of Etria and Odyssey. Well, a little bit. I got like quite far, and then I kind of just like gave up. If all you love for P in your heart, no. Sag. Well, you know, multimedia is always going to be like a challenge to be consistently good. I imagine the book would be like average in that case. It's hard to compare because like, the first game was it was extremely well paced. You think you're close? I think I'm close too. So the acid is just around the corner. This is the door I can't get into no matter what we do. And the acid is just around the corner. We got to see all the textures and backgrounds of the game. Very productive, very demure. I know the movie is set in Japan, and then the game is obviously like in New York. And apparently that was like a kind of a snap decision. They're originally basing it in Tokyo, and then they're like, hey, why don't we just do it in New York? And it's like, oh, okay. A tank is filled with acid, and I can't take anything from it. If I go back this way, I'm in the underground tunnel. Human bones. I found whiskey. Okay, I don't really need that. So now I'm looking for 2 dolls. And this is where I encountered them originally. Yeah, you're close. Okay, let's just double check. So I can't go in this door because I don't have the green key. I can't. Some name tags attached to the mummies. They read Valna. Fuck! This is where I needed to be a whole long time ago. Okay. You meant on this stream. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You've seen a great deal of artwork from this game from my showcase stream. See something green and shiny among the 2 bodies. It looks like the green key. We can't get it because Valna and Vigna are in the way. Do you want to pull the green key away from Valna and Vigna? No, because I want to give them the dolls. I just remember it took 8 years to backtrack to them. Would help you more, but I'm lost more than you now. So we found progress. We're back on track. So you guys can tell me, can you spot the interactable object on this map that isn't these 2 doors? So I think I just have to take... As you try to take the key away, the mummies begin to speak. Give us back our dolls, and Vigna says, run, get away while you still can. Do you want to give them their dolls? Yes. Once you give them the dolls, Vigna and Valna stop moving, you got the green key. Jeez Louise. And that green key was single use. Fuck my life. That was significant pain. For what? You're not gonna lie, you did interact with them the first time you saw them and it started a boss fight, you couldn't win. So that's why you needed the dolls. So you're better off not interacting with them. To be fair, you've seen worse. Cough Harvester. Is that a movie? Or is a game? Rusted Shut. I'm now adopting the practice of spamming X every time I go into a room and rub my body against all the objects. If I beat the boss, them as bosses without giving them the key, without giving them the dolls, would I have just been able to get the key? You probably didn't have the dolls. Charlotte's cell. Charlotte has a cell? So she's the daughter from an affair. There's still food on the table. You hear a young girl laughing softly. Suddenly the furniture in the room starts to vibrate and the space itself begins to twist. Combat time! It's a point and click horror game and it has the 90s horror game fun where you have one screen right. And you better click on a tiny object and pixelated screen or you'll stuck forever. I have experienced those games and I have no desire to experience them again. There's 2 routes here depending on your inventory. I always forget what IIRC means. Yeah, like, I've been pretty good throughout the entire playthrough of picking up all the items that I needed, but if you have Charlotte's letters, the boss fight is different. I do have Charlotte's letters. I picked up the right thing once. If I remember correctly, thank you. I clearly didn't remember correctly. Oh, it's a health healing staff. That's cool. You young'uns and your anagrams. Forgot the right word. Not anagram. I cannot remember the word. If I remember correctly, if it means I remember correctly. It's funny when you do streaming stuff, you just blank on certain things. I guess as a boss fight, I should take this more seriously. But furniture has always been taken megalith. You'd think it'd take flare so it would burn, but that doesn't take the same damage. Oh, I'm being raided! Hello, Vin Everwinter. Thankfully you've joined me as I've hit progress. Welcome everybody. Welcome to Koudelka. I don't know what game you've come from. I imagine this is very different. Yeah, hello everybody, my name is Void. I stream predominantly retro games from like the 90s and 2000s. As you can tell, I'm a British spy, so... hello Vin Everwinter. That's a cool name. Yeah, very different. What were you playing? Oh, don't feel you have to stick around if you're raiding and then like going to bed. He's playing Life is Strange. Yeah, quite different. I mean, we share a lot. There's like, this is an RPG, that's an RPG, isn't it? I've never actually played the Life is Strange games. There's quite a few of them, isn't there? They've done really well, like really well sales and like positive reviews. Have you ever played Koudelka? I imagine not. Oh, spooky ghost time. I have not. Well, hopefully you're not going to bed after seeing this spooky kid ghost.
Stop it. If you keep this up, you're the only one that's going to get hurt.
I'm not fooling around. I don't want your pity. I have enough.
Charlotte, listen to me. I understand you. We're very similar, you know.
You could never understand me. How could you? I've never been out of this place. I was born and I was executed. On the day I was killed, a priest came to me and said, "Dear Lord, please accept and cheer."
You need to go find food. No worries. Thank you for the raid. I hope you have a nice evening.
Tell me, what did I do that was so bad? Is it my fault I was born? If I was born just to be killed, why did she have me?
Oh, I just... My mother abandoned me too. I've been alone ever since I was a little girl, just like you. That's why...
That's why what? That's why you understand me? That's why you're like me? Don't make me laugh. You're not
Oh,
like
thank you very
me.
much.
You're alive. What do you mean you're alone? What do you mean you understand? Give me a break.
Oh, Charlotte, I'm so sorry. I want you to understand. I really...
A curse upon you.
What?
A curse upon you.
Oh no, we're being cursed.
On you, on your friends, a curse upon you all. I will kill everything. Why don't you just die? Die! When everything is dead and gone, then we'll be the same. Only then will you understand my pain. I know what it is to regret being born. I will kill you! Kill you! Kill you!
Charlotte was the daughter of like an affair between was it Patrick and some other oh wow. Hopefully that's not Charlotte. Wow. Boss designs continuing to be pretty amazing, let's be honest. Does that include us? Yeah. Everyone on stream has been cursed. The raiders walk straight into it. Oh, but, ooh. It's like spitting intestines at us. That's Charlotte, yes. That is in fact Charlotte. Oh no. Poor thing. So I guess we'll find more about her story after we defeat her. Oh, she makes a sick groaning noise as well. Oh, does she not take... Maybe she absorbs fire. She's such a cutie. I've been learning more and more what Igor likes this stream. He likes being chased, he likes... centipede looking... He likes some slimy, I guess. This feels like the final boss of Disc 3. It might not be, but... I can reclaim all that by stabbing her. That is a gross design. Imagine if they remade this in like today's technology. Actually look even cuter in Unreal Engine 5. Okay, she does take guys. Okay, she was absorbing the flare. The story of your life. I'm hoping we can like rescue Charlotte and do something for her, whether that's set her free, set her to rest. I have got the letters from her mum, but it's not clear if she was able to read them. And I'm not sure why Charlotte was executed when she turned 12. Like, we're missing those pieces of context. Oh, and she's down. Okay. And this is me turning off random battles. So hopefully we get a bunch of backstory now. Then we can like set her free and give her the letters from her mum. Let's keep boosting all my attack stuff. Oh, 2 level ups? Okay. Wow. Pouring XP out. Star brooch. Oh, is that it? Oh, I was hoping for, like... reconciliation. It looks like there's nothing useful here. So, was that just the end of... Charlotte, then? What did I accomplish here? Is this just... Where even am I? Okay... Is there seriously nothing else in here? Let me just rub my body against all the walls. I've learned that trick. So we've got to get more information about why she was executed, why she was sequestered here. Oh, the food that was on the table is now gone. Huh. Maybe she left the food there to like entice people so she could kill them. I guess that's what she was doing. Something else has to trigger from here. Okay, let me save. I don't remember all these bodies. It's been locked with the blue key. You won't need the blue key anymore, so you toss it. Okay. Patrick's quarters. So the ending for Charlotte changes the item you get, but arguably the bad ending gives you the better item. So she gave it a star brooch. That's boosting piety and agility. I might give that to Edward instead. He loses his magic defense. I think it's read. So I prayed at one grave. I've read the officer's letter, and I think I've read Charlotte's letter. You know what? I'm gonna give him the star brooch. Run with it. So I've got guard letter, old letter, and Sophia's letter. I might have missed one. But honestly, I've been really thorough. Okay, I can climb up that. Not right now. What's this red thing? Shotgun shells. Hopefully I've got, like, towards the good ending at least. Like, you found a gramophone, but it can't be played as there's no disc inside. Put it in the disc, yes. You found a hidden drawer. Inside it is a book titled Research Notes. Okay, well, we'll read the research notes to the this music box. September 10th, 1895, so 3 years ago. Rain. With the monastery renovation completed, I finally moved in with Ogden and Bessie. It's been a long road since I first procured the Amiga file. Even with referencing literature of all ages, the rendering of the text still remains a difficult task. Though it has been 4 years since I first laid eyes on it, never once has its enigma left the recesses of my mind. Contained in it are countless descriptions of the source of the energy that is the secret to life's existence, the Druid's cryptic experiment taken from the ancient Celts, and recorded by Alexander the Great hundreds of years before Christ. Branded a forbidden enterprise, it was kept hidden by the Vatican's cardinals in the depths of the Pope's quarters for a very long time, and now I have it in my hands. I have reached Wales, the land referred to in the text. I have fulfilled my wife Elaine's resurrection. Got it, so I knew he was trying to, like, resurrect Elaine, his wife. I will fulfill my wife Elaine's resurrection at this monastery, built by Saint Daniel Scotus. Of course, I'm aware that my act could prove insolent in the eyes of the Lord, and however people may censure my actions, the love I have for my wife will never cease. I ask of you, Lord, to turn your eyes away for a short while. November 16th, a few months later. Rain. The more I learn about this monastery, the more eerie the structure appears to me. You've watched enough Full Metal Alchemist to know where that's going. Well, we've seen what happened to Charlotte. You know, arguably not too different. Ogden mentioned that the hospice had been full of corpses at one time a few hundred years ago, and I have become aware of an oppressing sense of mortal sin as I walk through the underground passageways. I can feel haunting spirits everywhere. But according to the Amiga file, the power of such resentful spirits are considered the driving force behind reviving the Druid's cryptic experiment. I plan to fill this place with the all-consuming ire of these spirits. Even though I may burn in hell for these sins, if Elaine can be brought back to life, I shall have no regrets. A few months later, I found out that the cauldron hid inside the basement held the key to the secret. Even though the book had mentioned it, the well-positioned trig door kept us from locating its whereabouts. The cauldron looks as if it is made of gold, but upon closer examination the surface is so old that one cannot determine how long it has been in existence. And I guess it is a prehistoric artifact made of a few thousand, or maybe even tens of thousands of years ago, and left to sit. We must quickly set up an altar and begin preparations for our ceremony. A few weeks later, I ordered Ogden to acquire some livestock. 320 chickens and 43 pigs were purchased through a supplier in town. I arranged for ground transportation, but the fog did not help expedite the undertaking. I expect to be busy as soon as the delivery arrives. Animal offerings are an integral part of the druid experiment. The cauldron must be filled with the freshest blood and flesh. This is where it begins. And a few months later, the third experiment, still no response. Even though I follow directions and offer the proper prayers, there are no signs of the spirits gaining any strength. I must return to the book and reread some parts, since I could not proceed if there has been some misunderstanding of the text. Is there a problem with the way I conducted the experiment, or are the offerings insufficient? Regardless, I need to think this over. Even though I may arrive at a terrifying realization, it is too late to fear anything now. I have come too far to be impeded by fear. I am sure Ogden will understand. End of a few months, returned from London. The specially ordered carriage seems to be working well. I have trapped 3 women in the baskets in the back. I lured some victims out in an alley in the East End and had them sniff some chemicals and pulled them into the carriage. But since I was not used to my new role as an abductor, I took more than I had planned. I could not have done this without Ogden's help. I am deeply grateful to him. End of a few months. I am still at a loss. I cannot make up my mind, even if I can bring Elaine back to life. Are my actions forgivable? I balk when presented with this dilemma. Bessie's been taking care of the women I've kidnapped. It's better than freezing them in some corner of London. I hope this small gesture of kindness will be considered as a priori act of repentance. I wonder if my small kindness will have any significance when up to the horrendous act I'm about to commit. Casual abduction. Yay! And this links to the manga, doesn't it? Another few weeks, I must make up my mind. I must. A couple weeks. Dear Lord, I have without doubt committed a crime no human should have committed. I conducted the druidic experiments using the flesh and blood of the victims. I sensed the incredible energy of the spirits culminate into one when I poured the women's remains into the cauldron. As I had thought before, it is human flesh that needs to be offered up to fully release the effects of the procedures. What a frightening, arcane process this is. The sounds of fury in the women's death screams have not left my ears, but I must go on. There is no turning back now. A couple weeks. Once again I perform the procedures. I once again round up 4 victims from London, even though they are all old with barely a thing to live for. When I contemplate taking their lives, it leaves me sick to my stomach. It may be due to my doubts that the spirits did not rise to such powerful strength as before. I may have to use a younger, more vibrant source of energy. The books say to fill the cauldron with energy of haunted spirits. I wonder how many victims the cauldron must swallow to be satisfied. A couple months. I do not have enough victims. The saintly presence of Daniel Scotus inhibits us from claiming authoritative power. I have concluded that it would be necessary for us to offer many more lives before we are finished here. I have since found 35 more victims for the 7 separate experiments. The spirits have not responded with much strength. For me to accomplish the resurrection, I am in dire need of the culminated strength of the spirits. I must come up with a way. I must come up with a more efficient way to procure my victims. Well, lots of reading. Another month. I finally received the first shipment of my victims. Ogden was right when he suggested that we should offer the Lord of the slave trade an enormous amount of money for this matter. He has no compassion for human life. The victims are not given much information and arrive at the monastery expecting a routine night's work. It is not necessary for us to go hunting for prey in town. With a few sugar-coated lies, there are plenty of people that climb right into the carriage. There is no one that will dare speak of what is to become of them. Another couple months. I poured the remains into the cauldron. The energy levels in the cauldron have clearly increased, which makes me happy since it proves that I am heading in the right direction. It seems that lately I've become more efficient at performing the tasks required for the procedures. However, Ogden and I cannot expect to become much more productive, as it is impossible for us to hire help since we must keep the matter purely clandestine. I have decided to place an order for a laboratory table for our own equipment manufacturer in Manchester. It will take about a month to make, but once we receive this, we'll be able to manage many more experiments. Of course. Butchered 3 bodies since morning. After lunch, we made repairs to the bell tower of the main church. After dinner with Bessie and Ogden, I butchered 3 more bodies. The lab table has proven its worth. The spirits have certainly increased in strength. At this rate, I may finish preparing Elaine's resurrection before All Saints' Day. Cool. 6 bodies butchered in the morning, 5 in the afternoon, 1 after dinner. So he's just becoming more and more routine. How I have been awaiting this day. The day to conduct Elaine's resurrection ceremony has finally arrived. The cauldron is brimming with the remains of my victims. Is this where Charlotte comes in? The monastery is now consumed by the energies of the preternatural... preternatural? That's a new word to me. Preternatural spirits. Even a saint could not hold his ground against the powerful energy of these hexed spirits. I took Elaine's body, which had been preserved in the chemicals for this very day, and placed it on the altar. I then began reciting the ceremonial chant. Elaine, you are still as beautiful as ever, he said to the corpse. I love you so much. Please forgive me for calling you back from the land of the dead. A day later, what is going on? I have lost all hope. All my efforts and dreams have been only an illusion. The tree of life that grew upwards out of the corpse, as if wrapping Elaine's body, was certainly the manifestation of the druid's cryptic experience I had been seeking. If God is capable of creating beings out of nothingness, then this is indeed a man-made example of his work. But to my horror, the image of my resurrected wife displayed in a flower petal looked just as she did before, yet it lacked a human soul. Indeed, it was a monster. Oh, so you resurrected the body, but the soul was long gone. Dear God, is this the punishment you have chosen for me? What I have accomplished by victimizing nearly 200 innocent people? My only hope in life lay believing that the resurrection was possible and dreaming out of the day when my wife Elaine would join me here on Earth once again. And I have nothing but a cauldron full of blood and hexed spirits, and a soulless monster. Is this the end that has been awaiting me? Dear Lord, have you no mercy? I only have one path left to follow. I have lost too much. I cannot find the words to apologize to Ogden, who has lent me his strength along the way. Now I only long to sleep in peace with my wife. Wow. Well, that was a great deal of information all at once. So I'm assuming Patrick went on to kill himself, and Ogden and the wife just kept going, because they were so far into this. Oh, is this an organ? Oh, I can't do anything with it. Boss fight. We need that. Wake everybody up after my long soliloquy. Yeah, this looks straight out of Silent Hill 2. Particularly the bottom. It's a shame they haven't... I know, you can't remaster every game. But the monsters in this are really interesting and unique, and it's a shame that they haven't really taken that further. None of these boss designs reappear in any other game. For example, they might appear in the sequel to this series. They did it in Shadow Hearts. There we go. I got there just before you did. That's cool. So when I play them, I'll get to see them again in higher res. But yeah, no enemies are quite like the Shadow Hearts Koudelka. In an RPG anyway, yeah. That's cool. Is there a Shadow Hearts game on PlayStation 3? Or do they tap out after PlayStation 2? I'm not too sure. I'm just trying to see how high res do I get to see these enemies. I will play that series. Honestly, I really am thinking of doing Parasite Eve 3 next, and then Silent Hill 4. It's almost like I can't resist. There was Shadow Hearts Covenant, and Dawn of the New World. If I remember correctly. No, they stopped after PS2. That's unfortunate. The PS2 still looks good though via emulation. Is this meant to be Patrick? So I wonder if all these monsters just came as a result of the corpses that were left, and they just got transformed by the druidic energy to, you know, be turned into these hideous monsters. Is this a striking range? Is it always 2? No, okay, balls. Well, you got about halfway through Covenant. I think the thing that held me back was trying to adjust how so suddenly goofy it got. That's unfortunate. I'm not a big fan of Goofy. I do like to keep it serious, so we'll see. It's why I'm hesitant about Resident Evil. Well, I will play the games, and we'll see how I feel about them. Patrick is way later. I guess he's the final boss. Yeah, 100 intelligence. I'm super smart now. I'll boost his HP at the same time. Automatic pistol, and if I learn the spell Reflect, that will come in handy. Like Koudelka and Shadow Hearts 1 are mostly withdrawn from the neutral tones, but Covenant felt more like a normal JRPG. The only thing that really impressed was the soundtrack. I look forward to giving it, you know, a fair shot and see how I feel about it. It looked cool. That's what attracted me to it, and that's what made me interested in doing Koudelka as well after it got suggested. Was there a reason for this? Or is this just here's a save point, we'll make you do a boss fight? Oh no, here we go. This is Charlotte.
So this is Elaine.
Yes. She's the one I had the psychic vision of. Do you doubt it?
No, indeed.
Good. Let's begin.
Peak cutscene. Nice.
It has been a long time indeed, Mr. O'Flaherty.
Oh, Elaine, is that really you?
Yes, it is. It is such a pity that we meet again, and I can only present myself to you in this form. This is the woman that responded to my voice, is it not? Thank you for doing this for someone like myself.
Elaine, I haven't yet come to terms. Please tell me how this happened to you.
Of course I will explain. James, 18 years ago, I was murdered by some thieves that broke into my home. I was helpless. Both Patrick and Ogden were out on business. There was nothing that anyone could do.
I will not accept this. This should not have happened.
Yes, Patrick responded the same exact way. He could not accept my death. He spent years and years perfecting his craft in wizardry and tried everything in his power to bring me back to life.
Resurrecting the dead? Is this for real? Hey, we're not talking about Frankenstein here.
Frankenstein?
That novel written about 100 years ago?
He was taking it very seriously. And he had found the key to actually make it happen.
The immigrant document.
Yes. With Ogden's assistance and the powers from ancient druids, he held a resurrection ceremony in this monastery.
But something went wrong, didn't it?
He only resurrected my physical body. As you can see, my soul is still doomed to roaming the universe, forever separated from my body. And the terrifying thing is that my body was resurrected as a heartless monster.
Monster.
Although the monster may look like me, it is not me. Mr. O'Flaherty, please turn my body into ashes with your power.
Ashes? But if I do that, we won't be able to bring you back to life.
Mr. O'Flaherty, I was robbed of my life by those thieves, and I could hate them as mortal enemies. Choose to think that my death was preordained by the Lord. Please, do not mourn my death. It was wrong for Patrick to try to resurrect me, to undo the work of God. Please, do not be sad. Death is at the heart of God's reasoning. I urge you to destroy my body. Its existence defies the wise providence of heaven. It mustn't exist in this world.
Wait! Elaine! God! Curse! What a cruel world! I gave everything for your happiness, and now what have I left with? I have no meaning in my life. Damn it! What have I been doing with my life? Elaine! Elaine!
Damn. The music in that was really good. Elaine is really cool. She had a really nice voice as well. See a portrait of a young woman. The frame reads, "My dear wife, Elaine." 10 out of 10 voice acting, especially from James. Yeah. They're all really good. And I like that Edward, for once, shut his damn mouth. You know, like, he'd been fighting with James for effectively most of the game. Because he didn't really see him as human. He sees him as a priest, well, as a bishop. And he kind of disagrees with him for, like, multiple reasons. The music comes up one more time in the 10-minute cutscene. I'm not surprised. It reminded me of, and I've talked about this on my Discord, link in the description. And I like Jane Austen. I've read most of her books, and there's a movie, a fairly recent one, like 2000 and whatever. Oh, the button's been thrown back, and they have a scene, like a dance scene, and the music is very similar. Oh, here we go. Okay, I know where I am now. And the music was very reminiscent of that. Like, I can ignore the fact that they don't have a Welsh accent. Only Edward is American, because the voice acting is so good on its own. Yeah. The only, like, true Welsh voice actor that I've ever heard in a game is Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And I'm gonna be honest, I thought the English dub was horrific at first, but I slowly came to... I played the game for 120 hours, so I slowly came to appreciate it. And I ended up thinking Nia from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. She became... Okay, let me pay attention to these fucking controls. Nia became my favourite character from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And that also has like a similar scene. You really like the British voice actors they used in the last story on Wii. I don't know that one. It sounds hollow when you hit it. There must be a hidden door in this wall. Okay. I thought it would just do something for me. But... looks like you can move the statue if you try. Do you want the statue? Yes. Is Xenoblade series good? I've only played the second one. I've heard the first one is really good. I don't know about the third one. My experience with the second one was that I was very mid on it for like a number of hours. and then I eventually went on to just like beat the whole game. It's like it had a really slow 10 hours, and then I burned through another 100 hours after that. I've tried to emulate it, but it doesn't do that well with Switch emulation. The last story was not a Final Fantasy game by Hironobu Sakaguchi. It was pretty alright. That sounds decent. You found Roger Bacon in the secret library. I'd like to have a go at like emulating Wii games. I just don't know if it would work out well.
I know it's around here somewhere. Well, what took you so long?
Roger, I haven't...
Noted. I'd give it a go.
I am no mummy. My name is Roger Bacon, and I'm just like any normal old man.
Hey,
That's
I've been around
immortal.
for 20 years, and I have yet to run across an old man as abnormal as yourself.
I see. Well, I've been around for 600 years, and I've seen plenty of abnormal people just like myself.
My dear old man, might you be related to the great warlock Roger Bacon, who made such a name for himself in the 13th century?
You are very knowledgeable. I am that warlock, Roger Bacon, you speak of.
You mean to tell me that you were born in 1210 and have remained alive and well until the present date of 1898?
Actually, to be precise, I was born in 1214.
Koudelka, what type of a joke is this?
That's my question.
This is no joke. I am the reputable Roger Bacon.
Just a little dance.
If you were truly that Roger Bacon, then you'll be able to tell me with whom and where you studied.
Oh, that's easy. I entered Oxford in 1247 and studied under the tutelage of Robert Grosseteste. Although a good professor, I would not consider him to be a wise man. I penned my masterpiece, Opus Maius, as well as numerous other books on natural science. Being a visionary pioneer, I must say that my work has influenced generations of work that followed. But alas, in hindsight, that work pales in comparison to the work I did copying the Immigré document for the Pope.
The Immigré documents. I figured you would know about that book.
Of course. It took me 5 years to copy the book in its entirety. I know everything there is to know about the book.
What is it about?
Oh,
Is
it unravels the secrets of life that expand far beyond the largest field. It speaks of the secret rituals conducted by the ancient race of Fomors on immortality. The Fomors would claim the lives of the resurrected as their own. They reversed the laws of nature and the cycle of life. When the Druids took over the Celts, Alexander the Great penned the Immigré documents in Greek for placement in the Great Library.
Resurrecting the dead.
Oh,
It is true.
The document has long been considered the most dangerous work of literature. It was safely guarded in the caverns of the Supreme Pontiff's quarters. But apparently, the book was not able to withstand the wears of time over generations. And the Pope decreed that a new edition be created by copying the full text. That is where I came in. The Pope requested that I copy the book word for word. And when the work was finished, apparently, I was supposed to be killed. But I am not one to be dealt with so carelessly. I secretly escaped, and eventually I made my way to the sacred land referred to in the text of the Immigré document.
And the secret rituals? Don't tell me.
You need look no further than myself.
And you succeeded.
Though I cannot perform the same on others, yes, I have been able to escape the hands of death. But I have not been able to escape the roots of existence, which are the seeds of change. My body is not immune to change, as you can see by my hideous appearance. I've had nothing to do other than roam the earth for the last 300 years. I've seen all I can take of mankind's cruelty. So, I returned here for some rest. Well, enough of this gossip. I've got some research to do. May I ask to be left alone?
He's a lot of fun. I think we needed him after the Elaine cinematic. They've been going hard on Wii Homebrew recently. For Wii, there was Great and Emu. Is it still Dolphin? I might have to have a look. We need some Wii game recommendations that would work. Roger Bacon was a real person. Yeah, I think Army mentioned that at the start and had a quick look. He was like a Catholic scientist or something like that. This old guy yaps a lot more than you do. He's a natural streamer. Yeah. He's been waiting this whole time. Okay, let me just rub against all these books, make sure there's nothing for me to touch. Nah, I think we can leave him to his secret library for now. Yeah, he's the one comedy character very much appreciated, yeah. Yeah, because you'd almost think it might be like Edward or something like that. But no, he's more antagonistic. I'm still trying to work out where Edward's character goes. For the book back, yes. Yeah, it's Dolphin. For GameCube and Wii, yeah. I think I've got one Wii U game on my games list. Maybe two. What would be your Wii game recommendations? I have played Skyward Sword and loved it, but I'd love to do it with motion controls. These look like... oh no, they're paintings. I imagine that the Wii didn't have like many horror or survival type games. You see a scroll with a picture of a dragon. Above the dragon it reads Hestia. If you remember correctly, that means hearth in Greek. So go and touch the fireplace. There's a fire burning in the hearth. Say the word Hestia. Twilight Princess Wii U is a banger. I haven't played a Zelda game on stream yet, and I haven't played Twilight Princess ever. Yeah, I should probably do a Zelda stream at some point. Shotgun Shells. I played Ocarina of Time, Minish Cap, Breath of the Wild 2. I think that's all I played. We had some of the good Fatal Frame games actually as well. There's a good chunk of the Resident Evil port. Oh yeah, I remember I had the Resident Evil ports. Oh. You see a scale when you step on it, it points to 45 kilograms. I don't know why I weigh in kilograms. I know I weigh in pounds, which is like 150 pounds. Yeah, you found an empty bottle for the acid. Okay, next time you go to the acid place. Oh, it's going to be a nightmare getting back there, isn't it? I kind of just want to go and get the acid now, so I don't forget. You found Patrick's memo. Pick up the item. Let's have a read of his memo. See what his shopping list was. Monitoring his weight over a period of several weeks, according to Patrick. He weighed more or less 70 kilograms. That's 75 kilograms. Koudelka is thick but slim. I wonder if we'll need... maybe I need to like weigh 70 or something? Rifle rounds. I've not used any of the rifle at all. That's like 7 stone. She needs to eat more. How tall is she? Oh, this is the hearth, isn't it? You see the word Hestia. Perhaps you should investigate the fireplace. There's an opening beneath the fireplace containing a ladder that goes underground. Yes. Yeah, I mean, most ladies are pretty thin in terms of, like, weight. Panacea, nice. Like, it's much easier for guys just to be heavier, like, naturally. Oh, shoot. The door won't open. It looks like it's been designed to open using a trick mechanism of some sort. Oh, I've got to get my weight to, like, 75, I guess. And that's the trick here. The weight difference is basically 2 pounds is 1 kilogram. Yeah. So I've got this bottle for acid. There's a scale. This is where the game goes like, okay, so we've had some linear sections. Time to time to go back to circling the entire castle. Yeah, I know you weigh the bare minimum. Eat a lot, then return. So if he weighs 70, it was 70, wasn't it? More or less 70 kilograms. I picked up this bottle for acid in, and there's nothing else. It's not like I can grab a chair and just like. I'm sure one of the boys in the rest of the crew weighs the appropriate weight. Like probably Edward. Okay, rifle rounds. That's absolutely nothing I can make use of. No. Let me just double check down here. There's not like something I can touch. Although I should eat dinner. You're getting a bit famished. I'll end the stream in a second or two. We've not got that much. Oh, I can step on this. You found a scale with a counterweight attached. By adjusting the counterweight, you can change the balance of the scale. 70 kilograms written on Patrick's medal. You should adjust the counterweight to that weight. So if I'm 45, we need to add 25. Okay, let me just run up. Game, yeah, the boys don't exist outside battles and cutscenes. For disc 1, they didn't even exist in the battles. Okay, this should get me to... It's Final Fantasy logic, they just get absorbed into Koudelka, yeah. The counterweight didn't seem to do the job. What we'll do... I've been playing for a long time. I will save state, and we will call an end for tonight. Let's stretch. Ugh. Yeah, you should definitely have a good meal. You'll be away for the finale in Portsmouth for the next few days. Oh, I hope you have a good time. I'll check the VOD. I hope you have some fun in future missions. Yeah. I guess I'm very close to the end of disc 3. I'll probably end that like early next stream, get into disc 4. So I probably... What day is it? It's Wednesday. I'll be back on Saturday. I'm back on Monday. We might be on the finale on Monday or next Wednesday. We'll see. Next stream potentially end the game. All right. Even quicker than that. Oh, cool. Interesting. I didn't think it'd be over that soon. I am feeling Parasite Eve 3. Now the void makes dinner for all of us. If you get a barbecue, I'm pretty good at barbecuing. That's my role now. The barbecuing has been taken away from everybody else. Yeah, have a nice rest of the day, everyone. I hope you have a nice meal and a nice time in Portsmouth. I will be back on Saturday at the usual time, and we might beat the game. We'll find out. And it seems like my internet held up pretty well. I'll do some more testing tomorrow, so we'll see. But yeah, thank you very much for coming, guys. It's been fun hanging out again. I will see you on Saturday. Alright, thanks, guys. Bye-bye.